Okay, we'll watch at regular speed to start with. What you're going to see here, especially on some of these early hurdles, I see that we're still taking off very close to the hurdle, and you're going to see that you get more of an up and down action than running through the hurdle. See how we're catching quite a bit of air there and kind of slamming on the brakes. So we want to make sure that we take off a little bit further away from the hurdle, and that we're driving through the hurdle and not so much of this up and down stuff. And we're going to really analyze the backside of this race here. You can see we catch a lot of air here, and that one, there's some stutter step in there because we're a little bit too close. And through the finish. Alright, as we take it back, we're going to look at just these hurdles coming around the curve here. We're going to see, you're going to see what I mean here. As we come through, you're going to see it looks like we're catching a lot of air right here. You can see that just seems like there's a big gap between the top of that hurdle and where you are. So that means that we're taking it a little bit too close, and we're having to jump up as opposed to sprinting through the hurdle here. Alright, you're going to see it again in this area here. This one, we're definitely too close. We should have taken off probably right there, but as you can see, we're kind of inclined backwards with our body. We're certainly not leaning into the hurdle with our chest like we should be. And you're going to see then you take another itty-bitty step here, and then even another one, which puts you right on top of the hurdle. And as you can see, you can watch your hip. Your hip is not supposed to go up. Alright, your hip is supposed to go through the hurdle. But you're going to see a big change in your hip, which is right here. And then as you take the hurdle, you can see that there's a big jump here, which means that we're too close to the hurdle and we're having to go up as opposed to going through it. And then as you can see, then coming down on this other side, it's like you're jumping off of a plyo box or something as you come down to the ground. So that costs you a lot of time right there, and that's where this kid here kind of made up some ground on you. Alright, as we come through, again, we're kind of reaching to get to that last hurdle. As you can see, there's your foot placement is compared to your hip, is your hip and your foot placement there, right there. So you can see that the foot's quite a bit out in front of you. That's going to cause you to have kind of a hinge moment, and you're actually going to be too close to the hurdle here. And then again, we catch a lot of height. You can see quite a bit of a gap here between your body and the top of the hurdle. And if you took off a little bit further back, you would be more like driving through the hurdle. You want to be actually taking off before the hurdle and coming down as you're crossing the barrier, as opposed to rising up as you cross the barrier. Okay, got a little bit of a reach here, but that's late race stuff. That's not such a big deal. I'm more concerned with us taking off just a little bit too close.